Thank you, Lost Hightail, for the tag. Got a tweet with over 43,000 plus likes. This is a very messed up situation. Kings says, a Chinese artist slash creator spoke out against AI and refused to use it. And in response, AI cells, it's the first time I heard that one, doxed her, stole her work, and trained it, and then threatened to find her and R-word her. Totally normal world we live in. Huh, well, if AI does take over the world and like wipes humanity out, I guess that would mean scum like those dudes wouldn't be around either. So maybe they actually have a point, just not in the way that they think. Guys, I'm kidding. It's a joke, all right? I don't want humanity wiped out. I haven't even done my VTuber debut yet. Let's check out the Reddit post in full. This is a Chinese YouTuber on Bilibili, one of the biggest Chinese video platforms. Oh, we know this translation is legit now. She just said she refused to directly use AI-generated contents in any works of her until the relevant copyright and regulations are clear worldwide. So basically, she says she doesn't want to be in the system or whatever, right? She said she doesn't refuse AI itself. What she really refuses is to simply use other people's work without their permission to train AI model or image to image. She said AI is just a kind of new high-tech staff, can't be defined as ethical or unethical, but there are always ethical and unethical humans who use AI. She believed even in the future, AI painting will always be a tool, not a substitute for the creation itself. Now here we go. Some AI supporters apparently doesn't like what she says. They defamed her via email to her university. Some Twitter level status, man. What the heck? China taking notes of Western Twitter here. Saying she involves, oh my gosh, what? In selling herself and drag use? What? Asking her university to cancel her PhD? They even deliberately mentioned this email is done by AI trying to provoke her again. Again, I'll point out when I laugh like that, it's like a laugh of disbelief. Let's read this. To whom it may concern, I am writing to report an incident involving a sociology PhD student who is believed to have engaged in illegal activities in mainland China as a private detective. As a private detective, I have discovered that Redacted has been involved in Redacted on the Chinese live streaming platform Bilibili, which is an extremely serious crime in China. Additionally, Redacted also suspected of drug use for a long time. Oh, how long? A long time. For mental, can't see this part, definitely a crime in both UK and PRC. Can't see this part either. Concerned about the actions of Redacted, and as a member of society, can't see that part. To bring this to your attention, I urge you to conduct a thorough investigation into Redacted's actions and take appropriate disciplinary action if necessary. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Sincerely, whatever. And then, again, trying to say that they made an AI write this, like salt on the wound. Her real name, phone number, ID, university she currently studies, home address, all revealed. Just because she said she doesn't refuse AI itself, what she really refuses is to simply use other people's work without their permission to train AI model or image to image. They took all her previous character designs and illustrations to train AI models to image to do every single thing she refuses. Just because she said she doesn't refuse AI itself, and again, what she really refuses is to simply use other people's work without their permission. In the newest update, they use AI to generate those sort of photos of her. Post says, you may think AI is some kind of cool tool, but have you ever considered AI can also be a filthy weapon for those who always want to hurt others, who just disagree with them in certain things? It's her today. It can be any of us tomorrow. Yeah, so some of that stuff doesn't add up too much, right? I'm not saying it's fake. Here's what I mean. They freaked out that much when she was like not even really disagreeing with them fully. Like half of her argument supports AI, doesn't it? If she was just essentially saying like, she was basically saying she's fine with it. She just wants to be sure it's not using people's stuff without permission, right? And they freaked out that much. It's not even like she was like 100% fully against it. Like, it's almost like they don't really care about her take and they just saw a target and wanted to do that to her. It's kind of what it looks like. Interestingly enough, in the comments, there's a discussion about glazing screenshots, something I just found out about from this exchange. So let's take a look at this. Maybe you also are not familiar with it. Did you glaze the screenshots? Whatever annoys them. Also, if these two get scrapped, I want them to be useless. If a large enough number of people ended up in a training database, it will make the algorithm trained on it useless. Smart, but to make it extra, post them on a popular art website and describe it with common words that are used in prompts. In fact, use famous artist names. It will affect the output every time that name is used in a prompt. I like how that idea sounds. I hope more people does the same enough to actually have an effect. Sorry, but what does glazing mean? There is a free software called Glaze. It applies this filter like light noise to your image, and if they try to feed a glazed image to the machine learning program, it mess up the results. Everyone can get it and run it on their PC for free at that link. Now here's where I make the disclaimer. As I mentioned, I'm not familiar with this. Proceed forward with your own discretion. I am not advocating or vouching for this in any way, shape, or form. It might be perfectly fine and awesome. It sounds cool, but I don't know if there's viruses in there or whatever. So again, look into that more via your own discretion. Be careful. And yeah, okay, you get the point. It also turns out that the victim here is a VTuber, actually, saying anyone wanting to support her. She does have a Twitter and YouTube channel. Here's her Twitter account. Here is her @ and username if you want to check her out. You can see her pinned tweet introducing herself and mentioning that she is an illustrator and a demon who is doing research about humans. And you can see some of her VTuber model examples right there. That is a pretty nice model.
And my research project and preparing my new costume stream, so I spent a lot of time on it and I couldn't find time to stream on YouTube because I have to stream on Bilibili a lot because our main custom platform is Bilibili, so we have like you know, we have to stream on Bilibili more than on YouTube.
Now I'm even more confused. She seems cool and talented, and she predominantly streams on Bilibili, entertaining, you know, probably the CN demographic largely. And all she did wrong was slightly criticize AI? And so they want to take out one of their own streamers who predominantly streams on their platform? Like, I don't really get it. Like, again, laughing out of disbelief. Like, what the heck? It kind of goes back to what I said earlier, though. It seems like they may have just saw her as like a potential weak target, and that's why they targeted her. And it really wasn't about the AI stuff that much. That's just what kind of put them on their radar, or put her on their radar potentially. I don't know. Let me know what you think about this. Also, let me rephrase. Not weak target, but easy target is better phrasing. Here's another example of her work, illustrating this VTuber Yuzu. Look at this, man. I'm gonna mute the sound though. But like, that's some high quality stuff right there. It's a good model. But yeah, that is her last tweet or retweet from March 24th. Before that, she made a tweet on January 6th. Aside from those, pretty MIA. And her last YouTube stream, the one I showed you a clip from, is from like 10 months ago or so, all the way back on June 11th. She did mention that she streams mostly on Bilibili, however, and we can see that she did have a much more recent stream from last month on the 27th. Although that still means she's been gone for going on like 3 weeks now, which is pretty aligned with the same timeline that all this doxing stuff has went on. The only consolation I can provide is that she apparently finished her PhD, passed her PhD, right around the middle of December of last year, saying that she's going to restart her streams next month, so I guess January of this year, if things go well, saying that she loves her fans essentially, and she misses them, and she's apologized, she's sorry for letting people wait so long, essentially. Why is that consolation though, Hero Hey? Well, yeah, you know, I'm trying to see the positive side of things in a pretty messed up situation. Obviously, it's still like not good. My point is, maybe this kind of just made her think to herself like, yo, I'm just going to focus on the PhD and like the career path I'm lined up for. I mean, it's still sad, like I said, don't get me wrong. But yeah, maybe she's not going to do this VTubing stuff anymore, just focus on the career path like I mentioned. The only reason that's a consolation is because, well, that's better than her like wanting to quit as a VTuber and not having the PhD. You see what I mean? So again, I try to find the positive angles to things if I can, but I'm also going to fully acknowledge, you know, the reality of the situation. Like, this is some messed up stuff, man. But at least she might still, you know, have a great future ahead in life. That said, if she returns to VTubing, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people happy to see her stream again. But yeah, I don't know. To be quite frank, I've recorded this outro a couple times and like deleted it because I'm like repeating the stuff I said, trying to find the positive angle, but it's like sad. So I think I'll just wrap this up. You hopefully get the points I've made. Like, I do wish her all the best, man. That's messed up, bro. Yeah, it's just messed up. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Sorry I don't have a more positive ending on this one. You know, desperately trying to find the positive angles that I can. But like I said, if I talk more about that, I'm going to be a broken record. So I'll wrap it up here. Thank you for tuning in. All the best to her. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll see you there and in the next segment on the way.